Infantry 8 or less. Nope. Infantry are budging. Tank. Yes. I need to roll on the first dice roll. I got an 11.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh, that could be horrible.
There we go. Command. I do want to roll them again.
And now you may give them orders. So that command can basically advance.
Okay. Do I have to roll again?
You just remember, if you want to give them another order, so they've made a move order, now they have to.
Roll.
Now you want them to do something.
7. Because it's second order.
Yeah. What do you want them to do?
Advance.
So move.
Okay. Let me find somewhere to put this.
Yeah, on top of the. So professional. So professional for the viewing audience of a total of 5 people. Actually, I know there's at least 3 people that watch these.
I'm glad somebody watching them.
And one of them starred has starred in the second one so far. Hey!
We got a book.
What do you need?
Movement from them M1. I think it's 20, 25.
M1, 105mm or 120? It's 30, doesn't matter, it's 30.
30.
Sorry,
Okay.
move? Yeah, 30 points. Yeah, 30. Yeah, your infantry move 10, so yeah, you're slower than me.
I'm definitely not risking this again. No. He moves later. Because I found a roll for infantry, can I use my CNC to civilian move?
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's automatically a -1.
Okay. So it's on an 8 still.
But if he fails, then it's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
And what will all the Russian orders be? Nothing.
Oh, well,
What was that?
a 10.
Oh, okay. Could be worse.
Oh,
So that's the end of the. That's the first of the US turn, and your M1 Abrahams, your 2 companies of M1s have raced onto the battlefield ahead of their infantry support.
yep.
Also, ahead of the infantry they're supposed to be supporting.
But the infantry stop for a cup of coffee.
Yeah. Okay. This is the weird bit. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I want to do because I have no off-table assets. So I can't. Though I could probably sit here and argue the toss that I'd have an OP team that would go, look, capitalists coming down the road. I've got no guns, so.
No guns, oh dear.
I've got no guns, so yeah. I'm just going to say turn to US.
Okay.
Please continue on. Grade 1 war pack, grade 2 war pack. What's grade
Let's see if I can get my inventory. Come on. Yes. Inventory are on.
where are you?
Start with my Ricky. He's gonna make up for a lot of time.
Okay, I lied. The marked minefields are slightly more expensive than the dummy ones.
Release. Ooh, that's not bad. It's quite quick.
What's that? How do you use minefields and things like that in this game?
If I run into them, depending on what type of minefield, depends on how many dice you roll to attack the vehicle.
How do you know that?
It says on minefields.
Where's that?
Either 19 or 29.
Ah, 39 for minefields. Yeah, because you need to roll to enter it because it's classified as terrain. Yeah, because you stop at it and then you have to roll another order to move into it. 39. Never used fixed defences before because we're normally just hitting each other. Here we go. I get 1d6 per centimetre of movement in the minefield. I have to stop.
Yeah.
And then you have to roll to continue advancing as if it was a wood line or something like that. Hits are scored on a 4+, and saves are reduced to 6 in all cases. So even with your 3+ armour save on your M1s, now, each unit will take 1 attack per centimetre of movement through the minefield. Carry out the... A unit suppressed by the minefield may be forced to fall back by other fire. Carry out the fallback move as normal, but roll 1 attack for each centre of movement through the minefield. So if you're forced to fall back, you also have to take a load of attacks.
Yeah, and if I move more than 10, I fail anyway.
If the unit takes further hits as a result of this move, it will be knocked out. So the initial move in can't kill you.
The move 8 can.
But the move out can. Which I'm tempted to say...
The thing is, you get hit on 4s. Let's see. The second move from my battalion, I'm on 7s.
Well, actually, no, I think we just destroy you.
Can you look
Go on.
the recce?
Becky.
I got a feeling the recce doesn't have a modified dice roll
For...
to do an action.
Reki. You have to do a comms test.
Yeah.
1 per full 10 centimetres distance. Roll 1 die in communication successful as the score is equal to or greater than the required. Score of 1 always fails. So you can add 1 to the command value of the command unit. Issue orders to on-table mortars to fire at the enemy during the command phase. Request artillery support. Or request an airstrike against the unit during the command phase. Which essentially is just... It allows the FAO and the FAC to target something that's not they necessarily can't see. Recce units may only fire enemy units during initiative phase or by using opportunity fire. Recce units may only carry out 1 action during the initiative phase, so they may move, fire, or communicate. They may not be issued orders in the same turn that they communicate. So if you use the special rule,
I move or communicate.
you move, fire, or communicate, and that's all they do. Otherwise, in another turn, in the following turn, you can then get them to do other stuff. 1 action during the initiative phase, 1 action during the initiative phase, 1 action during the command phase. 1 action during the command phase, 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 1 action during the command phase Okay, so they go basically your initiative and you just move.
Which is unmodified at 8.
Say again, sorry?
It's is it unmodified from command?
What you have to say? I'm confused. Ask the whole question.
I'm
you want to do
trying to see what the Reggie dice roll is to move separate from the battalion.
Oh right, that it's literally would be the same as doing. It's a command roll, so it's however far he is from you.
Yeah.
And the moment he is over
20.
Yeah.
It's a minus 1 for every
minus
20.
1 for every 20 centimetres. No, it's not. So it's just a generic roll for Recce. Apologies, I'll be quiet on that one. It is just a generic, so it's whatever your command value is, it stays as that.
Yeah. It's the rest of the battalion. Yeah.
Because of distance, however, if it's excessive, if for every successive order to the same formation. Now now this is what I'd say. Recce is always a bit of a weird one because in theory he is his own formation.
Yeah.
So I can go with that.
In other words, is as long as these pass the tests to move,
they can all move.
They can move.
He can move as well, or you can just have your OC unit command purely him to advance and leave them, and then the second order could be to them.
So I'm gonna get my Recce, but I haven't got comms with him.
It doesn't matter. You unless you want it, because if it's an initiative thing, it's he just does it anyway.
I'm going to tell him to advance.
Alright, a unit may move in response to the nearest visible enemy unit within initiative distance.
No.
He can't move because there's no enemy in front of him, so he'd just be commanded forward. So you can do you need a...
Definitely not that.
Oh god, so fail on that one.
3 out of 4. Now, the tanks. When did the command bases move?
Command bases move at the end of the command phase. And they move.
So I should have moved them last 3.
Yeah, so whichever ones needed to move. Except for the ones that, well, the one that
He
had
didn't get comms.
Yeah, so he can't.
But tanks did.
But the tanks did. So their command can come on, the HQ can...
Yeah, move to advances. Now, what do I do?
That was an excellent question.
I'm going to say a squadron, which is 3 tanks, forward. And an 8.
What's barbed wire do? Barbed wire's just stops you from moving, doesn't it?
Whoa! 3.
Double one and you'd have been able to do a free order.
Yeah, no, but I didn't get 3.
Oh.
30. So I can advance up to the barbed wire.
Well, that's your first move, yeah.
Yeah, up to the barbed wire. Okay. And can I see anybody?
Yeah, you will. Wire is simply linear terrain, so you advance up to it, and then you bounce through.
So next turn I go through.
Then you can now give them a second order, and that squadron can then just punch. They move.
No,
away
that
from
would be
wire.
a bit dodgy.
Why?
It means I'm too far apart to give support. And it's going to be one, at least a -2 to give them a second order.
Oh, because of the distance.
Distance.
Plus distance of over 20 centimetres plus it's a
second order.
Second order.
Now, I am going to try and get my CNC on board. Yes.
He turns up with his artillery OP team. I remember he's already on board. It's just he turned.
Yeah, he moves.
Yeah.
He can move.
Remember, if he does his orders, once he's finished, that's your turn done.
Yeah, right. Where far does my OP go?
Oh God! Oh no! I've just realised something. Oh no, he can. He can shoot over. Can you actually see them? He can. Oh, bit of AT freeze fire. Yes, bit of AT freeze fire.
Can you find out? Well, Stinger's the same as the Humvee.
Yes, just a Humvee movement.
30.
Humvee? Yeah, Stinger. Remember, it's a Stinger team on board a Humvee, so they'll travel around in the Humvee. Where are you, my little... Saga 83. Oh, it's 150. That's just, why would anybody ever bother with 85 Spandrels? They're only 2 days better, but the same 200 points, they're almost 150 points more expensive. Ah yes, that's right. I would like a 240mm mortar. Why? Because I'm an asshole.
The next turn I can call mortars. Artillery.
You can.
Yeah. But I gotta find something first.
Remember, you can keep going with your commands. The moment you stop using one command, you have to you can't use them anymore.
The thing is, I don't want to move my CC any further forward because I know you can't aim at him direct. You can still hit him with artillery.
Oh yeah, I suppose you don't know I have got guns.
I won't know until the fireworks begin.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn 2 over.
Turn 2. So, Soviet turn 2. Oh, do you know what? I will order and I will make the order. So my please face the enemy. Okay. I believe my Spandrel, my Saga up here can whoosh. So he's I'm going to attempt. The CO will do this one because the infantry commander is down in the valley, and I really need to push him forward. Having realised this, they're like, I need to push him forward so we can actually command stuff.
So, since if he does this and he fails...
And he fails, it's the end of my turn anyway, which is shrug of shoulders. Well, it's the end of my turn anyway. What's new there? No, I didn't pull out any dice, did I?
Eh?
I didn't get any dice out.
That's a bit silly.
No, I'm not using my American dice. I'm playing some Russians, I'm not using my American dice. I'm using a big tub of dice. Oh, that's not good. The gemstones have fallen out again.
Oh dear.
Of course they have.
I'll take you to document.
I'm going to take that. I'm going to make that assumption. He hasn't sent me any message, so he's probably still puttling around somewhere. Okay, so 2d6, and I need
9 or 8?
9 or lower. Oh, 4. Yep. So order to the 83 to fire. He will target the one on the road. Okay. I'll give you that. I have range to him. Yeah,
What range do you have in this area?
150. I will just confirm. And do you think I do wet unit? 83 Saga, BRDM. 150 with 4 dice.
I need the book because I didn't put the tank that's on my sheet.
And we're at just over 50. Just over 50.
So you're under half.
So I'm under half range.
Unless he's H.
No. It's not that. Everybody's ill. No. No. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, so it is 4 dice on the attack. Within half range, so +1. Not moving. Okay. So you are out in the open, so I just need 4s. So that's 3 successes. 1 second. Where are you? No, you are at New Road. There's nothing really in between. So Yep, so
3 to take it.
4. So let me just check because I think because you're American Army in ones, do you get a special rule? Composite armor. Roll armor saves as normal when hit by ATGW to the front. So, yeah, you get your normal armor save, which I believe is 3+. Otherwise, you would have been on a 6 against anti-tank guided. Ah, yeah, because you can try and initiative and move away from it. So 2 damages. So 2 points of damage. However many hits your tank has.
I don't know. You got a book.
Sure, didn't you say you had all your lists?
I thought I did. I only did the list for the inventory.
Oh. M1s, 105s.
Yeah.
You get 6 hits. You have 6 points of damage. Things that ATGWs, I believe, can only fire once a turn.
Yep.
I can fire as many times as I want in a turn. Can only fire ATGWs once in a turn. God, Benny, it has been a while since we've played this. Yeah, once per turn, but you may carry out other actions. Minimum range of 20. Get +1 for on second of the hand. Oh yeah. Units hit by ATGW do not get armor saves. The only time you get an armor save is if you do initiative runaway. If you attempt to move, if you back off, because it's basically you spot the mass of missiles coming in, the platoon backs off, because you could then head in for cover. So you've taken damage. Right, now we need to see if I've suppressed you.
2 dice.
So that's me. So it's 2. So roll 1 die for each hit taken in the current attack.
Yep.
And suppressed if any die equal to or greater than score to hit. I needed 4s, didn't I? Equal to or greater than. That's 1 point of suppression.
So I'm suppressed.
So yeah, you're just suppressed. So with that, your centre tank is just suppressed.
He's not on your side arm, he's just suppressed.
Yeah, I know. Otherwise it'd be a case of spin the turret, but you can't spin your turrets.
No, because that's the habit of snapping the barrels.
Agreed, it's horrible. Right. Yeah, because at the end of your turn, you're getting back. I'll make sure I'm reading that correctly. Yeah. Game turns, troops recover automatically from suppression at the end of their turn. So yeah, he'll stay like that. So he can only fire his he can only fire his ATGW once. The anti-tank guided weapons, the RPGs I've got mounted by platoon, I have to be within like 10 or something stupid to actually shoot them. 30. Yeah, so I need to be within 15 because it's a howitzer, so it's only effective at half range. That's what I'm going for suppressive fire, which is just firing lots and lots of HE and stuff. Okay. Give me a minute. Cool. I hope that's still work. Okay, so that was my turn done, because it's everything, and I've got nothing else I want to do, so back over to you. So, American turn 3. By the way, you have 8 turns to do this.
So I'll move.
You need to be aggressive.
So, infantry units. Battalion.
Oh, second, a free order as well. So what's your first order? Because I was going to say, we've got no initiative anyway.
Okay, so he's going to advance
to the minefield,
to the
stop, which is where he stops. Yeah, is that the only one that's moving for this one?
No, the rest of the battalion is moving.
Okay, and the rest of the battalion follows. While you do that, I am going to make myself a brute. Would you like another one?
Yes, please. I'm trying not to fall over.
Okay, and do you want to finish it off?
I've got block nose, that's all.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've still got a block nose, but I can still smell. There you go, you filthy capitalist.
I'm gonna try and use my mortars and my tank battalion to fire at the missile launcher.
Can you see it?
Oh, he saw smoke, so I've got to
I
find
will say
him.
this, the mortar doesn't need to be able to see the target. However, you need someone who can see it and can command it.
Well, can any unit tell me where the mortar is?
I will double check. I think normally this is, if I remember rightly, they can fire any enemy unit within their own line of sight at any enemy unit within line of sight of the command. They can fire any enemy unit within line of sight of the command unit that issued the order, or any enemy unit within line of sight of a friendly unit within 20 centimetres of the command unit that issued the order.
Well, a command unit
Is even 20 centimetres of one of those three M1s. Not
no.
the your M1s.
No.
So, and they can only be issued orders by either the HQ or your CO. Meaning mortars of minimum range of 10. Mortars not received a bonus for firing within half range. Mortars must carry out a deploy action between moving and firing, between firing and then moving.
They're vehicle men, so don't move and fire.
They don't need to move and fire. I don't know. A mortarman might actually argue that one.
Yeah.
But remember guys, it's pop the hatches, then load the bomb into the mortar.
No, you load the mortar and open the vest.
And then that opens the hatches.
Yeah.
That was a cartoon in Soldier magazine. I think that was the armoured infantry training.
A range of 120. I reckon I'm in range.
Oh yeah. From what you want to shoot. Okay, is the target within line of sight of the mortar? Can he actually see the target?
Are you behind? You on top of the hill or behind it?
ATGW's here.
Yeah. I can't see it in my sight gun.
He's well camouflaged amongst all
Yeah,
the greenery.
All I would have seen is the smoke and fire, but not the actual location. Suppression fire. I believe I'm only allowed.
I think you lose half your dice. Suppression fire. No, a suppression fire is a thing. I know that much.
Yeah.
Again, it's something we've not really used in this game because we normally just end up It's usually just a punching session.
Or it's going to be done by artillery.
Suppression fire you can use as basically a unit that can't kill or hurt the unit normally, but you're going with sixes. Artillery barrages. No. I think there is something. I agree. I think there is something for suppression fire, but there isn't. I suppose unless it's the fact that because it's you get your artillery template. You would get an artillery template.
Yeah.
And that's.
If I remember rightly, a 3-gun battery doing the aim fire. I call it aim fire.
Yeah, it's basically a time on target round about engagement or something.
Each base under the target will get whatever the artillery piece says it shoots. Each
so it's
target.
3 times. Yeah, so it'd be 3 times 4, 6, 8, whatever the gun power is.
Suppression, I think, is you can only get, say, 1 gun, but
That's half the ammunition.
Yeah.
You may place each zone over the hit point concentration, or do a barrage, which is parallel to your table baseline. Barrage uses a square template for each unit firing. The player may There's nothing really in here about doing a suppression attack. An artillery unit creates a fire zone 10 centimeters from the hit point. You may place each zone over the hit point, or place each end to end, the centre of which must be positioned on the hit point with the length running parallel to your table baseline. So you would hit him and you put all of them onto that, or you would go put him and then one there and then one there, and then it's a square. You get basically you don't get like a harassing barrage or anything like that. I mean, as a mortar, he potentially could.
Yeah, I just wish it was the bigger mortar carrier.
Oh, what, the one with the 125? 125?
Or the M106.
The M106, yeah, with the
large mortar.
It's not the 80mm because you've got the 80mm. It's the
120.
Is it the 120 or is it the 105? I don't know.
It's
It's a bigger mortar.
Yeah.
It's a big old mortar.
Now, I'm going to do a plan. Well, if I can do that, I'm going to do another order. I've got a second order. Did I roll double one for this?
Yes. Well, you rolled 2, so you
Yeah.
you rolled the 2 for him.
Yeah.
So they get to do 2 orders. Your artillery barrage, you need to roll for your commander for your tank unit for their mortar battalion to fire. Because you're giving him an order. So you need to roll that anyway. Which he does.
He's going to aim in the direction of that hill, where the smoke trail come from.
Okay, so your command unit is going to be your spotter for this.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. So he's saying he can see something up on this hill.
Yeah.
I'm happy enough to go with it. It's
harassing or
yeah. You're going with
it
that.
might hit them.
Okay, so
it's 3 dice.
okay, so if all units are self-propelled,
Yes.
so you automatically get +1. Well, you've already passed all. In fact, anyway, you passed all this stuff. Okay, roll 1 die per 20 centimeters between you and the target.
1 dice per 20.
1 die per 20 centimeters, a directional die against the aiming point. This is where it's.
See where it lands. Oh Christ! You put it on the target. I'm gonna be well off here. I want 4 dice.
4 dice with an aiming point.
Yeah,
With a D10 or your scatter dice or whatever.
Well, 3 dice in this. So it could be off table or it could be on me. 9, 12, 15, backwards. Angle 15 that way.
Okay, so it goes from there to.
In that direction.
Alright, heading towards me, so 15 centimetres, we'll put it there.
Anything within 10?
My headquarters, Shilka. That's it. Okay, so fire zone. Oh, 20 centimetres for artillery. No, it's not. Hang on, 20 centimetres for artillery?
No, it shouldn't be that big.
No, it's not going on. Hang on. Oh, God. No, I've gone too far again. Come back. Waters. Okay. 10 centimetres. Weird. It says 20 on here. 20 centimetres for artillery, 30 for rockets and naval artillery. I guess they must have.
20 diameter.
Or
Or 10 radius.
Yeah. It's 20 in total all around. Yeah, you catch him and that's it.
Okay.
Anything more than that. Okay, so I take it you're going with a concentration.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of all you can do with him.
That's right.
Okay. Attacking player must test for all units within the zone, including any friendly units and command units. At least half of the base must be in the zone for target to be valid. Total attacks of all units firing. Roll this number of dice against each target in the zone with firing a barrage. We don't need to worry
1
about
mortar.
that. Okay, so
It's 3 dice.
1 mortar with an 80mm. I will just confirm from the American list. That's the Iraqi Army list. You are a. No, you're artillery. That's anti-tank. That's tanks. Your infantry grade supporting this.
125, 3, 120.
M125, yeah. You are 3 dice.
Yep.
3 attacks, so 3 attacks against my HQ. Oh, 2 of those are hits, I believe.
Yep. What modifiers have I got?
1 second. Because I think Commander Sniper units always hit on 6s. Okay, so and you need 6s to hurt the aircrew. So that's 3 hits. That's 2 hits. 2 hits against him. And no hits against the Shilka because she's a
I did quite well. 2 4s.
Against the knockout. That's caused some panic in the headquarters.
You get 6 hits on your headquarters.
I believe. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm a save of 6. So I can try and save that, so it's 2 attacks, yeah? No. So I believe that is minus, so it's suppression.
2.
So you need
6s.
You need 6s to suppress, which
No.
you don't.
No suppressed.
So it's not suppressed, however, I believe that I do suffer a slight, I do get a bit of a kicking for that.
Yeah. That your CNC, was it? Well, that's unexpected.
Are we happy just to say it's fine, the commander? Should we just say I suffer a minus? I'm on a -2 for next turn because I'm being hit by artillery rounds, and then that's it.
You disorganised.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm not suppressed, but
Okay.
but my guys are. There's a bit of a headless chicken moment.
Next order.
You can fire again. You can keep fire. You can just keep ordering him to fire until you fail. Yeah, 'cause you can keep ordering the mortar to fire rounds, and he will keep doing it as long as you keep successfully passing.
Aiming in. Same time.
Okay. 4 success.
So that's four dice and a scatter.
Yep. On the same target point.
Is it going?
9,
9,
10,
10, 11,
12.
that way. 9, 10, 12, yeah, that way.
12 that way.
Oh!
You still catch 1 stand of infantry.
That's
You do catch an infantry platoon hidden in the trees.
I take it I'm on 6s.
They're in full cover, you're on 6s. So, let me just make sure. Yep, so 3 dice on 6s because the troops are in cover. No effect. Boom, 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 boom. No effect. Great about being in full cover. Hard or full cover? Why is it hard or full cover? Because they're in trenches.
I'm on the 5 if I try ordering again. No, 6. 8. No, 7.
6.
6.
6 on this turn. Because it's still -1 for every successful order.
Yeah.
Because even if they are...
Oh,
double 1. So you can get to fire and then fire again if you wanted to.
Oh, I can give a free order.
Yeah, because you got a free order, so you could have them do 2 orders.
I can have more than fire and advance.
I think you're going to go with mortar fire and then an advance.
Yep.
Same target. Ooh, okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 towards you.
Yeah. We can get you that your infantry again.
You catch. That's it, you just catch the 1. So 6s again. Ooh, close, no. 5s and a 3.
Advance.
So that will be to your... What?
Tanks advance to the minefields. The front ones.
Okay, so
The
they move...
following company advance to
the wire. Well, they have to go to the wire because that's as far as they can go. So the lead tanks and the lead two will cross that, and then they hit the mine, and then they end on the mine. So that's where they stop, and the other ones come up to the wire, and then sit there.
And the multiplier folders. Which leaves me him.
Your artillery OP, who's currently not in any position to see
anybody.
Yeah.
OP goes off his own.
He has his own command value to calling guns.
8.
He can be done. Technically, I think he can be commanded. I'm not too sure if he can be commanded by the heat.
I think it's an individual unit. I don't know what dice roll needs. I'll pass him.
Yeah, he just does it anyway. What do you get? 8.
8.
So it's enough for him to kind of say he calls into the 109, the M109 battery.
No, he's advancing. He's
trying
to target.
Yeah, advancing. Yeah, he just does his own thing. Yeah, he just uses his own command value to get his ass around. Just the, cough.
Now we can see.
No, he's up onto the hill. Okay.
Yeah. No. The CNC, where do I move him?
Well, remember your command units all move at the end of the turn anyway.
Yeah. I thought they all got left command units.
Are you not doing any more command rolls?
No. I still do a command roll for the CNC.
The artillery OP could order in gun battery fire. 8 turns, and you've used 4 so far.
Yeah, okay.
No, sorry, you've used 3 so far.
From the spotter,
Correct.
it's 1 dice per 20.
Correct.
So a known target location is the top of that hill.
Yep. So again.
It's
40... 50?
50, so that'll be 3, 4.
For every... hang on.
20.
No, you don't need to worry about that. Sorry, for per 20 centimetres between FA and Q. Yeah.
So it's 2.
Yeah. However, you need to request your guns first.
Okay.
So he has a command value of
8.
8 plus 1 because your units are all self-propel because they're 109, so it becomes 9.
Forget it.
What do you get?
11.
Okay, so they failed to. They're not listening. Never mind.
Let's see if I can move my CNC. Yeah.
You don't need to roll. You just move. Remember, your command units all just move. Don't forget the M113 at the back.
Yeah.
Because he needs to follow. He needs to go with his battalion, and you might want to push him to as far forward as you can. Remember, they will have movement range of like 40 and 60.
I thought it was a 113.
No, it's. He just has some 113s, but he can move a little bit quicker because he's not a.
They're all within 20.
So, Soviet turn 3.
Oh, and.
Then you unsuppress him. Okay, so ATGW is going to Scrusha Wet, so order from. Why did I move him? Never mind. No. Okay, so ATGW is going to whoosh another missile away. So, CO
He's
now
suppressed.
not suppressed, but he's lost elements of his command value. So his command value was 9, it is now 7. Never mind, that's my turn over. I'll take that one.
Oh, you see.
Yeah, because he's alright.
I was hoping you get a 6. So, let me think. Now, question. Am I on the edge of a minefield or a dummy?
I have to tell you if it's a dummy or not. Well, hang on. Let me double check how that actually works. I think it's the moment you arrive at it, I have to tell you if it's fake or not. I will just double check. Because there's one that says I don't have to worry about it, one that says, yeah, it's fake, you're fine. But I think one of them you have to drive it. I'm not too sure, because I'm always wondering if it was one of them you have to drive into. It's great, there's very little. Yeah, so you stop at the edge of it. So,
yeah, I'm done.
Right. You stopped at the edge of it, but as your turn, this is the beginning of your turn. So, initiative orders, which you don't have any, I assume, unless you want your recce to do something.
Yeah, advance to the minefields.
So he'll drive up to the minefield, yeah?
Yeah, you can drive to the wire.
So he just stops at the edge of the minefield, that's it?
Yeah, okay.
That's all he can do. Because, in theory,
he's too busy looking around.
Yeah, he's come to the edge of a marked minefield and he's like, oh, okay. Now, this is my understanding of how it functions. He needs to move, it's before he moves into it.
I should now be able to see a sign saying minefield.
Yeah, 1 second.
And he's going to find out if it's a dummy one or not.
Alright, it's, if you want to move through the minefield, if you move up to it, that's all I stop you to do. Okay. Right, so you've moved up to it, that's all the... No, because he can't. No, because you need to command him to move. You need to command him to move. His initiative doesn't allow him to move unless he can see enemy units, and he's reacting to the fact that he can see enemy units.
You can't.
So he can't do that.
No, I'll give him an order.
You need to give him
advance to the...
Yeah, because you've got to, unless you, because you can only respond to stuff within 20 centimetres of you for initiative, which you can't do because there's no one within 20 centimetres of you, so... First HQ unit, who are you ordering?
Infantry, advance.
The entire battalion to advance up the real hill.
Yeah.
Okay. So the recce unit will, well, the recce unit has to stop at the wire anyway. He'll then push through the wire.
Yeah,
So he pushes through the wire.
Stopped at the minefield.
That is a dummy, so that comes off.
He stops at the wire.
Yeah, and everyone else basically comes up to the wire.
Comes up to it. Oh, they stop behind each other.
And then queue up. Okay, so that's the first order from your infantry for your Bradley battalion. Second order for your Bradley battalion.
I'm going to send my recce forward to the top of the hill.
Okay.
To have a look.
Cool, so roll CG6 for the order.
Boxcars.
Fail.
Close.
Unit stops.
I failed, but not still 6.
Yeah, but the unit now stops. So, your tank group commander.
Artillery first.
So your artillery OP is going to order some firing.
Get away for your men on the hill again.
So same target as beforehand.
Which is 2d6.
Wait,
Oh.
remember you need to call for your guns.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let me just check something. So you're starting at 8. You're on a 9 because your weaponry is all self-propelled.
4.
4. So you've successfully communicated to your guns.
Yeah.
There's your target point.
Let's see where he's got
That
9. No, 8 this way. Just straight ahead.
So onto the wire. Okay, so you will catch 1, 2, 3, 4 units under that. So 3 infantry units and a fully armoured AFV. So everything's on 6s.
Okay. And if I remember rightly, 3 guns and 4 per gun.
I will just confirm. So your M109s,
Yeah.
American Army. American Army, M109. Wielding a 155 is 4s.
I'm on 6s.
So you're doing a concentration against that single.
11,
Yeah.
12.
12 dice. Needing 6s, so this will be happy for me to sort of go first section, first platoon. Do you want to work in the centre and work your way out, or do you want to go?
Yeah, start in the centre.
Okay, so stand in the centre. Any hits?
Nothing.
Okay, well, BRDM to the rear. Nothing.
2.
2 hits, okay. So we'll work that one out. So I need to take a cover save. Second. Roll 1 die for each hit, taking the counter attack because I have a cover save of 6, I think. Yep, I get a cover save of 6 for my armour. I don't save it, so I take 2. So he's taken 2 hits, to a total of 3, I believe.
3.
So he's got 1 hit left on him. And how suppressed is he? 1s and 2s, so he's not suppressed. But he's only got 2 hits left. Okay, so this will be on this infantry stand, also on 6s. Nothing.
5 1s.
Okay, and then on the last stand,
8 6s. That'll be fun.
I will cry.
2.
2. Okay. Again, I believe my infantry is on 6s to save. No, I don't get a save. Hard cover is all I get. So they take 2 hits. Suppression. They're not suppressed, but they're taking 2 wounds. Okay. Another go around?
We'll have a laugh. I'm on 8 now.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
3D scatter.
Yep. That's a 5.
9. In that direction. It gives me
Same again.
3 times.
9, you will catch. Yep.
Okay.
So going off with the centre with the first unit is the infantry stand on the left.
2.
2 hits. I can't save them, but I can see if I'm suppressed. Ooh, okay, he's suppressed. And they have 2 hits left. They have lost 2 of their wounds.
I thought you had 6. 1, 2.
2 more. So suppression again. Again, they are suppressed and they take 2 hits. Against the BRDM behind them. 1.
Loads of 5s.
That's destroyed him. Because he only has 3 hits, so he's killed. BRDM is destroyed. In fact, is he destroyed? No. Yes, he is. I didn't get it. I need a 6.
5 5s.
Yeah, any other kind of attack would be that would be awesome.
Anyone in that open space, he would have been suffering.
Yeah, troops in the open hit on 4s. Okay. I'm going to assume another go round.
1 on 5s.
You're now on 7s.
First round was 9. Second round was 8. This is
7.
7.
Double 1.
3.
Yeah, you can call them in again. Remember, that's the scary thing. You can just keep doing this
Until I fail.
Mm-hmm. He says that, and then he finds. Oh, you can only call in artillery once. What?
Oh Christ, is he not good? Alex, Is that a good dice roll?
Go on.
12. An angle like that. Yep, 12 like that.
That puts it there. That will catch just him. Because he's too far away now from everybody else.
Aren't you lucky?
You're just hitting my headquarters unit.
Oh Christ. That could be
Which
good.
is all on 6s. That's 2, but I do get a save.
Lots of 4s and 5s.
I don't save any of those. But he's not suppressed. So I've now gone, I recovered my initial thing, so I'm back down to 7 again on CO.
Okay. I've got to advance.
Yes, I keep telling you this.
Yeah, so tank unit. Oh, wait till I advance. I have to be down the road.
Command order. So those two are going to end up driving into the minefield, which is...
Not a dummy.
That's not a dummy. So, this is going to be kind of hilarious. Okay, so each unit will take 1 attack per centimetre of movement through the minefield. And how far did you want to move? Because that whole area is mined. I think you wanted to move to the other side of the minefield. Okay.
This is 10 dice.
10 dice to each one of those 2 tanks. Because the others have to stop at the edge. So for the lead tank on 4s. Let me just check something. And you're on 6s for any saves. So this will be against the first one. 5 saves. Which isn't enough to kill him, I think. Any saves?
Nope.
So he's got. So he gets to the other edge, but the company is platoon is rather beaten up. Horribly beaten up at this point. Actually, I'm wrong. No, he has. He's got 1 hit left.
Yeah,
He's
right.
on 6s. Okay, so he gets to the edge of the minefield, and he's got so many hits left. Need to roll for suppression, so it was, is he suppressed?
More 4s.
How many suppression points? Once. That's fine, he just stops where he is then if he's just suppressed. If there's any more than that, then it becomes problematic. And then he would withdraw.
Second tank. 10 again.
Yeah, that's the thing, because fallback only occurs if if I hit you again and you're already suppressed. So again on 4s. Again, 5 hits. Not enough. Not enough to kill you, but enough to do some serious damage. No saves? Okay. And rainfall suppression. This is when my ATGW should have opened fire.
Now, he moves up to the barbed wire.
Yep.
He moves up.
He'll move past
The
me, he'll move to the
minefield.
edge of the minefield. He moves to the barbed wire. That one was already there, so he can move.
Into the minefield.
Yeah. He can't move yet. And the M109 can, well, wherever you need him to be. Okay. Next roll on that lot. What's your next order for that group? Because you are now. What's the distance between your command unit and your furthest unit?
-33. -1.
Yeah, you're not on a road. It's fine.
Not quite on the road.
Because you've got troops on the road. The furthest guy's on the road, so. So it's -1 automatically. Okay, so it's -1 for a second order, -1 again because of distance. So you're on. You go from an 8 to a 6.
I'm going to load mortars.
Yeah, so you're going to order your mortar to fire. Okay.
Yep.
That's all you want to happen.
Let's see if you get it.
7. No, fail. Too many. Did either of your tanks get suppressed?
Hey?
Did either of your tanks get suppressed?
No, that's just the end of the turn.
Okay, well, that's the end of that. Yeah. Okay, so your Bradleys have moved.
Yep.
Your tanks have moved.
Yep. My artillery's fired.
Your artillery has fired. Your artillery fired a lot. Okay, so my go then, yes. Right, the infantry, well, basically my lower command. That's the problem because I'd have said 15. You did a pass through the next minefield and then I can start opening up again. No, I'm going to keep them quiet. Now my guys are going to remain hidden, so that's the end of my turn. I'm not doing anything, so my guys become teams that are suppressed become unsuppressed, but they are still damaged. Because we like to keep the damage markers on, otherwise people just don't die.
That's right.
That means the game goes on a bit quicker, because otherwise your Abrams would basically become impervious to any kind of damage. Because they just shrug it off constantly. Okay, so back to yourself. You now have, I believe, you're on turn 5. Turn 4,
okay.
Turn 5? Turn 5.
My recce is going to do what I wanted to do last turn. Advance to the top of the hill and scan the terrain.
Can he do that? Remember, a move is only an initiative order against an enemy unit.
He's going to move the battalion as well.
So the battalion's going to move. Okay, so your
battalion's got to move.
With the recce,
the recce's got to have a...
Okay, he's moving as well. Okay,
yeah.
That's fine. Before I show you the words, it's kind of be specific a little bit. Do all that one.
1.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a 1 and a 5. I'm happy with that. It's a 6. I'm happy with that. So he moves
He's
where he
now
needs to be.
all down.
Yep, I'm happy with that. Looking down, yeah. They're looking down into the over the other side of the ridge line.
He's now going to the barbed wire.
Okay.
He's going staying below the top of the hill.
He tries to get up to the barbed wire. It's fine, he's having traction issues. It's not unusual. Oh, I have a mortar carrier there, he says.
He can stay there.
Mm-hmm.
Now. Your call comes, I have to do 2 orders to get him to fire. One becomes, then one...
Comms is initiative.
Okay.
So you could do it next term and then you could make it better, but you can use them as a observer for fire.
Oh.
Yeah, you can use him as observer for fire because he is watching stuff.
Yeah, the problem is I'm still in the minefield. Let's clear some people out of the way, I think. Next is my OP. He's going to call in the artillery. Hopefully. Just a 9. An 8 plus 1, so surprise. Okay.
So that's enough.
Same aiming. That's the aiming point.
So on him, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Deviation. So it's 4
the
dice.
same.
Yeah, it's not changed your position.
6, 9, 12. This way. Straight down. Straight down this way.
No, the arrow's going straight the other way.
No, it's going this way.
Yeah, because you were saying straight down. I was like,
yeah, towards me.
So that takes you to there.
Which gives me 1 target.
1 target, which is the infantry. My left hand rifle platoon.
I'm on 60s again.
They are still dug in their trenches. Nix.
My dice are failing. I'm quite bad with that artillery.
I don't think you have.
Who fired last turn missile wise?
It's dead. That's what you killed.
Oh.
The ATGM carrier.
Okay.
You've killed him.
So I'm going to use my mortar. Let's recommend that. They didn't fire last turn, did they? Because they were suppressed.
The infantry, yeah. Yeah. No one's suppressed, and they can't hit anything anyway, you're too far away. Because they RPG seems.
And not a lot I can actually see. Because both tanks at the front, I need one more hit and they're dead.
And they will suffer that exiting that minefield.
All
those because I'm going to say 1 or 2 centimeters is all they is like they move out of the minefield. That was it.
We need 1 hit.
Yeah.
All need. But if I keep it stationary,
they don't suffer anything.
But they don't get hit.
Well, depends what they get hit by.
The point is, I don't know where your infantry until they fire.
Agreed.
That's why I'm not shooting at the houses.
You don't know there's anybody even in the village. Yeah, I could be outside.
That's why I've got my recce trying to find you.
Yeah.
Because I know where one thing is, and I know where someone's going to go on top of him.
On 5s. But.
Solid. Second round of 109.
Okay, so you need an 8.
And it's
Successful with 6. Deviation.
9. This towards me.
Okay.
About that. And slightly to your left.
Slightly to my left and a 9, yeah?
9.
So that will allow you. Yeah, that's 1. There's 2 infantry stands again. Same 2 left-hand platoons. Left-hand rifle platoons.
If I can clear the problem there. 2.
2 hits. I get a save of nothing on infantry. Yeah, so they take those 2 hits. So what's next on him? So up to 4 now. Suppression? Nope. And the left hand.
Anything more than 2 hits, I'll be happy with. 1.
Tanks him up 1 more.
12 dice, I'm getting 1 and 2 hits.
Oh, but he is suppressed. Yeah, I'm still waiting for my H&R package to arrive, and then I'll have more Soviets, more modern Russians to field. Not much more. It's mostly It's mostly infantry and lorries to make up the BTR battalions. Everything else is going to be my World War II stuff. Why am I doing this to myself?
Yeah.
I just want to see you move your Abrams. You need to keep attacking.
No. But with no engineers force, I'm just going to lose tanks going through minefields. Or try to find the edges of the minefields.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain you have engineers in your roster. I have.
2 bases.
How long you got? I've got like 3 companies of them made up. No, 2 companies made up with AVLBs and engineering assets.
I've got AVLBs, a recovery vehicle, a 728, which is the one with the crane instead of a gun, and 109.
Yeah, because I've got 6 stands of engineering infantry mounted in AVLBs, so they have transports. I then have 1, basically an average per group, and then 1 armoured bridge layer, which is a T-54 body, and a lorried bridge layer, which I've seen with a scissor bridge. I've seen videos of both working. Quite impressive. Quite impressive to watch, and I've seen the British Army's Averies in action. They're impressive to watch, and then bridges are huge. What I've always found weird about Flames of War was the fact that it's a case of those tank bridges are rather large. Oh, you can have these little you get these little bridges that the half tracks carry around 10 centimetres. It's a lot more than what that half track is carrying. I call nonsense on this, particularly when Trav decided to drop that down because he had his pioneer platoon for Panzer and he was just like, yeah, there's my bridge. And I took one look at him, looked at that, and I just went, no! Where have you pulled that out from? Oh, you see these little bridges on the backs of on the tops of my half tracks? Yes, that's that. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. The rules, isn't it? Yeah. Oh God. God, I hate this game so much sometimes. Coffee, hack. So,
I have no idea.
I think Mark would just be screaming at you to get on with it. Attack.
Yeah. And lose all my tanks for no advantage.
Find a different route.
And yes, I find different. I'm always in another minefield.
It's the gloriousness. Remember, there's 6 minefields, and only 3 of them are dummies. I'm just going to figure out which ones and where they are, and I've placed them. And it's great because I didn't realise the things were 10 by 20. That is huge. 6 mil? That is a huge minefield. Let's be honest, if we were playing this in like 20 mil or something like that, a 10 by 20 minefield, you'd have to scale it up. It's huge.
Third turn, artillery.
Okay, against?
Same time.
Okay, so call it in, you'll be down to 7s.
No.
No guns? Yeah, I'm just listening. You're lucky to get 2 or 3 rounds out of them.
My mortar gun fires have failed. My inventory's finished.
Your tanks haven't done anything, so the CO can order them.
It just failed on the mortars.
Oh, was that him ordering? Okay, so it's your turn done. Right, my guys. I ain't doing anything. I'm going to sit here and continue to just take it because you're running out of time rather rapidly because I think you're now on turn 6.
My
2 turns left.
Recce is going to comms the commander.
Okay.
Yes.
How many? It's 1d6, and all you need to do is. How far is it?
The commander, it's 20. 30.
Three or better.
No.
So you passed or you didn't pass? So you got a 3 or better, or you got a 1? Okay. So yeah, 1s are always a fail anyway. So your recce doesn't do anything. They failed their communications test. Oh well. So your first action for your combat groups, for your teams, your combat teams. I'm intrigued with the fact that you didn't put like a couple of Bradleys in with the armour and a couple of tanks in with the infantry with the Bradleys. You didn't make up a couple of combat teams. You literally kept them as 2 separate, 1 tank group and 1 infantry group. That's great to me. Oh yeah!
I'm looking at. Oh! I can't use the command group. Damn.
Yeah, you can't pick them as a command.
Exactly, I can't.
I'm going to rebase my command groups because I'm going to do a BTR command group as well, which will have a U-roll office body on it. Because you've got to have somewhere for the commissar to be doing his paperwork.
I'm going to advance my infantry and my M901s. No, I'll move first and see if I get him to shoot next to.
Okay, so you're just going to do an advance for your Bradleys or your Bradleys. Yeah. Okay, so
no.
What's your roll?
10.
Oh, yeah, you're automatically you're going to be on a -1 because of the distance from your command team. Because you didn't move your command groups forward. Remember, you can push your command groups past your combat arms because I can't target them. You can have them sat there on the hillside doing stuff. I can't shoot at them. Legitimately, I cannot actually target your command groups.
Okay. I'm going to get my OP to move to the top of the hill. Yes.
Bring your bottle off.
And you're going to zoom here.
Okay.
Now, in second order, he's going to try and call his artillery.
Okay, so you're on a 9.
Cool. And you're not going to like the target.
Thinking, well, I guess I'd say it's the BRDM. Or is it the Shilka?
The sugar.
In the Shilka. Yeah, he's legit, you can see.
Okay. What's the distance so now my dice roll from the scatter?
Just over 50, so that is... per 20?
Yeah. 2 plus scatter. Is there any close to where that sugar is? Any other unit?
Infantry and potentially some tanks, but...
Yeah. No, I don't know. It's 7.
7.
This that way.
So it puts it there.
Yeah. Which might possibly get the shulker and your grunts.
What we'll do, you'll catch my Shilka, you catch the grunts, and you catch the BRDM.
I take it 6s on everything.
6s against everything, yeah, because it's fully armoured and in hard cover.
I take it the shulkers to the target.
Yes, you stand against it in the time.
Do that first.
Okay, do that in the open.
2. No, 1 more onto it.
You'll be on 6s because he's because it's indirect fire. I believe the Shilka. Where are you? Air defense, Shilka. 2, 3, 4. 3 hits on 6s.
I hit 1.
Oh, I saved 1.
So 1 hit.
He takes 1 wound, and he's not suppressed.
Okay. Next one is what you command or infantry.
Infantry stand, which will be infantry platoon, rifle platoon, which will be on 6s as well because they're armoured, they're in heavy cover.
2.
2, so they ultimately take the 2 wounds because I can't save that. Are they suppressed? No. And your final one is BRDM, also a fully armoured vehicle, so I do get a 6+ save on that.
BRDM with 3 hits.
With 3 hits.
Come on.
Most vehicles are either 3s or 4s in this game. Nix.
I can't get more than 2 hits on 12 dice.
I've actually seen your dice rolling, and the fact that you're actually, you've got a whole splattering. You're about as bad as I am. Do I want another cup of tea? Is there any more tea left, you reckon, in that thing?
Probably another copper.
Okay. Right, if I have one. Continuing on, anyway. So artillery rounds bouncing in. More artillery rounds going to come bouncing in.
Yeah, why not?
So calling for your guns, you'll now be down to 8.
Yep. To the scatter. Oh, that's good.
What is it?
5 directly right.
So that'll probably be onto the... That is going to put you on the BRDM, onto my A23.
Yeah.
Actually going right? My right? Yeah. Or, say, as in,
Your
right. The
right.
other right. Yeah, that's...
I'm still going to hit the shulker.
Yeah. So... God, lighting this is not here. So 5 is the shilker, correct?
Yep.
So that puts you there. Ooh, actually, okay. You catch 1 tank, the shilker, and that's it. So you catch the tank, everything on 6s, because it gets fully armoured. So this actually was against the shilker. So shilker to save. Nope, and it dies. The shilker is killed. And against the tank, which is also on a 6.
8. 8 if you know, but you're loving it. For once.
I get a better armour save.
I would be if I'm 5s. Only got 4 hits. And the last one BRDM?
No, BRDM's over here, because you sent it this way.
So what's the third target?
There wasn't a third target, there's just 2.
Oh,
Shilker and the T64,
I thought
hiding in the back.
No, I'll get no target now with him.
Yeah. So you destroyed my anti-aircraft weapon. No, the trademark of the Soviet military, the Shilka. I'm not even sure what they actually called it. It's a ZSU-23. Hang on, ZSU-23-4. No, I don't have the SA. I could get the SA-16s, but then again, aren't they?
I'm going to move my non-minefield vehicles and try and find the edge.
Hang on, so which ones are you moving?
Everyone apart from the 2 in the minefield.
So the other 2 are moving into the minefield?
And they're in the edge.
They're going to go around the edge, okay.
Because they've got no way of clearing the mine apart from blowing themselves up.
Okay, so, command dice. From the commander to your furthest unit.
Which will be -1, so I'm on 8.
-1, so yeah, you're on an 8. Command. Yep, that's fine. So your tanks can be moved. So where do you want this one to move?
Go left or try and find the edge of the minefield.
How far do you want to go?
15.
Put you there.
And that one go right.
15 as well?
Yep. And the other one's just
up to the
the
edge.
3 cross the barbed wire up to the minefield.
Okay, including your M1 and I.
Yep. And
Oh yeah, so he takes his damage with him, doesn't he? Okay, that was one order. Second order.
my leg's gone to sleep.
We are not doing very well today, are we?
No. My infantry failed 4 times orders.
You haven't ordered them anything. Do you not want to move the tanks again?
No, I'm trying to figure out where to go. I know somebody on that hill somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to put my mortars on them.
That mortar battery, or
Yeah.
that mortar gun. That mortar
Oh
gun.
yeah, it's going down on minus because the commanders are far behind. Let's see, 8, 7.
He's on
6.
sixes. 6 to command him.
No.
Okay, so the tank group is now, Team Tank is now finished. If you call them, if you want to call them Team Cheeseburger in Team.
Team Rubber Bullet, Team Paint Bullet, Paint Gun.
Which one's which?
Paint Gun, Rubber Bullet. There you go.
That makes sense.
You could call it Rubber Duck.
Rubber ducky. That's very British though. That way, that would be a group. That would be a chieftain battle group or something.
I'm not going to get the identity, but I'm going for the kills.
You're trying to break my force. I really should have worked out my break point, to be honest.
Count up every unit. There's not a recce, command, and transport.
Mm-hmm.
Your break point is
Oh, it's half it, isn't it?
half. You've got to lose 8 units.
I've got to lose 8 units.
Yeah. It means I've got to stand and fight and hope for the best. But until you expose yourself,
You can't do anything.
I don't know where you are.
That is true. That is the way we always play these games.
Yeah, that's right.
We are not people who use God's eye.
I shot you on that hill because you fired a missile.
Because he ATGM. And then
I shot you a defense gun because I
If you could see it, yeah, because you could actually draw a line of sight to this platoon of tank, this platoon of AA guns.
And the minefield is what's stimming me. I don't know how I can clear it without losing 2 tanks.
Well, have an older mine, just don't do anything.
Yeah, but would you take the risk of being hit on 4s?
On 4s, that being the best chance you actually have a hit in this game. No. Oh yeah, you could do that.
And minefield, I don't get an armor save.
No, you get an armour save of 6.
6.
You go from an armour save of 3 to an armour save of 6.
Yeah.
What's the chieftain's armour save in this game? Oh no, you got the book, haven't you? No, I've got it.
No, you got it.
Well, it's true because the T-72. I know the T-72 in that is an armour save. All the Soviet equipment is basically on 4s for their armour save. The Germans are on.
You'll go Alex.
Well, they're on 4s as well. Okay, the Leopards are on 4s. The French tanks.
What time is it?
It is 9:12. French tanks are on. Oh dear God. The Leclerc is on 3s. Okay. 3s, 5s, 6s, 5s, 4s. Oh dear God, that's terrible.
Abrams 4s and 3s.
4s. Actually, your armour save is not as great as I thought it was. You've got the same save as I have.
Yeah. I did something to try and keep the tiles together, Alex. Masking tape around the edge.
It makes sense.
To pull them into it.
Oh, sorry. I'm talking about bomb. Yeah, your early vehicles like the M48s are on 4s, and everything else is on 5s, except for the M103 Conqueror. That's on a 4 because it's basically from the early days. British Army tanks, where are you? Centurions on 4s, on 4s. Then from the Chiefy to the Charlie 2, you're all on 3s. That one's for you, Jav. You're on 3s. You got better armour save. I'm on 4s for everything.
I just thought of something.
T90.
Something that I'm really stupid at. Automatic spotting range.
Well, there's no such thing in this game, but yes, there is a T90 in this game.
Yeah. I think I've got 20 centimetre spotting range.
Well, it's initiative distance, so
Yeah.
it's... Yeah, T90 is the only thing I get as a 3+. I wouldn't call it an automatic spot, but it's basically... Its initiative allows you to do stuff.
Yeah.
You can shoot and things.
Yeah, I need to know.
If you've been paying attention, you'll know where the dummy minefields are. I'll probably just mark it on here. I did not, honestly, I did not know how big these minefields were going to be when I bought them. I looked at it, I was like, oh, 10 centimetres, that's not very big. 20 by 20, oh, that's not at all that large. Those are really big minefields for hasty. I'm just looking at it, wishing I had more ATGMs, and I had bought a pair of 120mm off-table mortars. Even those would have been nice just to chuck some HE at him every turn. Should have just bought one Shilka. But Shilka's like 70 points. Shilka's 70 points. It's a mortar. Oh. 70 points? Yeah, I should have dropped one Shilka and just taken a mortar. I honestly thought he was going to have some air assets. He has a patties. Still hiding in reserve are the tanks. My right flank. And what they can see. The left flank is definitely taking a lot of fire. There is the combat command with all the Abrams. And the Bradley combat group. See, trying to push their way up the hill. Barbed wire is so useful. Barbed wire is surprisingly useful in this game. There's his artillery OP sat there in the waiting. There's a view from the M113. View that the tank company currently has. Soviet right flank. Should just be able to make out the ACAV on the hill. View from the infantry sat up on the hill, looking down onto the mass of tanks that they can't really do anything about because they're too far away from. Well, I suppose it's the last turn. I might actually just launch out my T-64 counterattack. So command from the command group to its infantry group. It's over 20, so it's a -1 automatically. But he's an 8, so it's a 7. That's a double 6. It's a blunder.
Oh. The first one.
Yeah, the first blunder in the game, and unfortunately I
okay. 1d6.
1d6, what do I get? A 4. Pull back. All unsuppressed units in the open. Half move directly away from the nearest visible enemy. Troops may move around obstacles and impassable terrain as long as they don't move closer to a visible enemy unit. Units forced into enemy units and press enemy impassable terrain after temple knocked out force. Units forced into unsuppressed. Okay, so all unsuppressed units in the open. Half move directly away. I don't. Well, him.
You might be for me. I'm on the top, but.
Well, they're in cover.
Yeah.
They're in cover. This is the problem because they're in trenches, but they're in the open.
Yeah,
they're in trenches.
I'm more worried about the vehicles because they'd be very hard to cut because they've been spotted. But I think
the nearest visible enemy. Well, all unsuppressed units in the open.
The nearest visible enemy would be.
He can't see it. He can't see it.
That's right. The only ones you can see are the infantry.
They're all out. Because they're all out in. They are in cover because they're in their terrain. He's in cover. He's in cover. He's in cover.
And if you're the only tank that could have seen him.
Yeah, and they're in cover. They can't see anybody either because they are covered from.
But you do it.
That's it. So that blunder didn't really do anything then. Oh well. And why are you standing in front of the camera?
Oh God.
Don't worry about it. I know. What I need to do is have it like sat here or something.
Okay. Last order for the infantry.
Okay. Well, first order for the infantry.
Yeah. Well.
So this is your turn. Yeah, this is that's. Hang on a second, because that was my other thing. Do I want to do something else? Actually, I would like my tanks to move. So because they haven't actually, so it's a 9 -1 because it's not because it's under 40. Oh, it's 2. So hang on. 9, minus 2 is 7, minus number 1 is 6. Nope. Okay, so the final American final turn. What do you think?
I reckon no.
No?
For my ACAV, look between two buildings. Can you see your tanks? I reckon not. The
No.
buildings are just too close together.
I can technically, I can see him in the T64,
but I would also go with a no, because that in theory is going to be that's
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
what I mean.
closed area. He can't see anything. You can't see it because that whole area would technically be one block of buildings. You aren't going to see into it or out of it. You'll see on the edge, but you aren't going to see.
So
out
what I'm going to do, I'm giving orders to my infantry battalion. The 901s are going to advance to the ridge line and let rip at anything they can see, which will be one vehicle.
The BRDM. Of course. The poor little BRDM.
But I can only probably move one vehicle. In fact, no, the other one's not got my barbed wire in front of it.
Yeah, there's one with no barbed wire in front of it, so you can shuffle forward.
I can do around
You
here
can do today, yeah.
and look down. You can go to
So
there.
it's a move order, and then it'll be a shoot order. So you need to give 2 orders
Let's give the first order to advance.
to advance. So this is on an 8, 9. That'll be a 7. You're going to move your command units. Okay, so it's on an 8. 10. Failed. However, the CO could give them that order. Unless you want to do your tank group first.
I'll do the tank group. They are going. In fact, I'm going to use my artillery.
Okay, so you're calling in your guns.
Yep.
So,
No,
Nope.
not.
because you need a 9 and you just rolled a 11.
11.
We'll call this one the radar, the radio world is getting very, very problematic.
I am going to try and advance my tanks.
7, that'll work.
No, it won't.
8 becomes a 7. Ooh, hang off.
Yeah.
Because he's the furthest one away. Ooh, okay. No, they can move, but then it's definitely going to be
I don't know them.
6 or a 5 in the next one.
No, what am I going to do? Move my tank forward and let it rip in the building, because by which time I should be close enough to the spot.
Okay, so very yeah, you'd move up to the next wedge of minefields.
So he'll move up to there.
Okay. So he moves up to the minefield.
He will go. He will follow his leader.
Okay, so he moves around the tree lines.
There.
So the mortar half track, the mortar track basically moves into the
Yeah.
position.
Tank. Oh God. He can get stuck in 2 minefields at this rate, but I said I followed the outskirts of the minefield.
Yeah.
We just go left now until it reaches where you can't go any further. Can you stretch across that?
Which tank do you? Sorry.
About less than 1.
Okay, where do you want to go?
Go as far down there until he touches both minefields on the edge.
Okay, so you're stuck in that little gap there.
Yeah.
Let me check something. Yeah, that's a real one. That is a real minefield.
Yeah. But I'm following the orders no matter what happens. go in there. Because they know it's a minefield and
They're
it's
trying to
barbed
find-
wired. Or it's marked.
Yeah, it's marked.
And he will go in that way. Which leaves me one tank to shoot at the building.
So you're going for that group or that one? So this is your second order, unless you want to do a move and shoot. Well,
Second order.
okay, so second order, open fire for that Abrams platoon.
Oh,
Is successful? Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
Oh.
So you are about 15 if you're going for him. 10. So you're definitely under half range.
Yep.
You're not moving, so you get your full rate of. So you get your full whack of fire.
Which is
Okay, so Abrams 105 is 5 dice. You are under half range, so you would be on 6s. Within half range is a +1. AFV versus unarmored targets within 20 centimeters. Yeah, so it's +2. So you're on fours. Ooh. 4, which I can't say because I mean clever. So they take 4 hits.
I just launched an AT range, so it should be more.
And I see if they are suppressed. Yes, they are. So that infantry platoon, that rifle platoon gets suppressed and is nearly destroyed. Okay, next order.
I'm on 5, so I'll try again.
Might be 4s now actually. Could you just give him the order?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only -1, but you'll be on 5. So if you give it to, that makes it -2. Yeah, you're looking about 3s and 4s at this point. It's getting.
I'll give it a fire order.
Okay.
See what I can get. No.
No. You didn't even hit the.
I
Didn't even
didn't
get your
get
dice in the tray.
Because with the fire order, I could use my mortars.
That's true.
And can't do any more orders. Recce failed miserably. My infantry didn't even show up.
Yeah. They did not do well in that one.
So I failed in the mission.
Yep, your hasty attack has fallen apart.
Next time I'll take injuries. I should have done. But
I was going to say, I even actually exposed the fact that I was going to have defences because I think I talked to you about it on the pointage.
oh, my ears.
That's why I've only got that. I've got this much pointage. But anyway, as always, sir, good game.
I'm a bit cautious of myself, but I got halfway across the table.